Well, this has been quite the experience. I swear, you know, I did not think it was going to be this bad. Like, not going to lie, I had some, like, wizard that could have spotted it was going to be this bad, but I did think it was going to be bad without the Wi-Fi in here. And that is just going off of how bad my YouTube watching can be at times. The signal's just not great in here, I don't think, which is very aggravating. But it aggravates me constantly, like, sadly, doesn't end on the stream. I know, please stop. My gosh. It's every time I want to try show you something or try move anything, so the signal phone's up there, it's not moving. This phone, not moving now. And I'm still going to show you what I wanted to show you, because I refused to let it win. But I basically just wanted to show you this, look. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Fuck off, it's backwards. God damn it. God damn it. We're using the forward-facing camera. Everything looks backwards to you all, doesn't it? Which I bet is pretty weird. Damn it. Yeah, everything's just messed up when we're not using the PC. It's so much harder to actually stream. I've got 2 CCJs, that's the problem. County court judgments. Yeah, why not just say it? I've got a mouth. I could have said it. I've got 2 county court judgments. I don't know where they're from, or oh, can I check that actually? I don't know where they're from or what the hell, what they're doing there, how they're gonna go away. Over the past 6 years. 2016 and 2017. I wonder what we're up to at that time then, Wrongly, no, they probably are. Can I wrongly get a CCJ? What the fuck's a CCJ? Anybody I got a county court judgment? So, it sounds like something with the old, courts. Oh, shit. Yeah, I have no idea what they are or what they mean or anything, but I'm doing well on everything else. My wonderful thing tells me. Oh shit, I've got 8 insights. Doing well on 5. 3 the things that we can improve. Not bad. Avoid county court judgments. Awesome. Consider getting a credit card. Yeah. Okay. Get on the electoral roll. Shit. Am I not on that? Could have sworn I did that. Shit. I might need to do that. Okay, well that's not terrible. I don't think I'm getting a credit card anytime soon, and I don't plan on getting any county court judgments, so kinda counts. Hey, what's good, Lisa? Long time no see, Lisa. And Sheila. And what is also good, Lou. Oh my gosh, welcome everybody. So fabulous to see you all. I hope everybody's doing okay. Welcome to my humble abode. We are streaming at home, Sheila. Sadly, we don't have Wi-Fi back just yet. So it's gone off like 4 times already. I'm really sorry about all that. Hopefully it should be okay now though. I think if I don't move anything, it'll be okay. I do have to read the chat off of the screen, which kind of sucks because I have to come all close to you and stuff and be getting all up in your face, which I don't want to do. But my eyes are terrible, so I kind of have to. Judgments stay for 6 years. Oh yeah. 21. Oh yeah. So any day now then, my credit rating should theoretically start going through the roof then? Is that what you mean? Is that what that means? Like, after 6 years, that should they should go, right? And then I'm all good. I mean, that seems way too easy, but I swear if it hadn't been for those 2 county court judgments, I reckon I'd probably have an half-decent credit rating now. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I haven't taken credit out for literally since I was like 18 or 19. Like I've not had a phone on contract or anything like that. I've always just had SIM only deals and what have you. Never had a credit card. I've never owned a credit card ever. And yeah, like I've been paying my rent on time. What else do I pay? I mean, I pay my sister every month for my phone bill, but I don't think that counts as anything too much. Although, I mean, it is a regular payment that is going out of my account every month on the same day, so maybe it counts for summer. Y'all will probably know more than me about that, though. And I mean, oh gosh, it's super embarrassing how little I kind of know about all this stuff. I mean, yeah, it's something I really don't know too much about is credit ratings and what all this shit means. I mean, there's some areas of money that I am somewhat knowledgeable on, but credit rating, not one of them. County court judgment, if you don't pay your debts, you'll get one. So I don't even know what that could be then. I mean, I do know that there was one property that I was living at that I basically kind of fucked up. And, like, I'm not even joking, I don't actually even know what I did. I mean, I must have stopped paying my rent. But, like, it's such a blur. It was when I was, like, doing the drugs, doing a bit of the old smack. So, by nature of the beast, God, I can't remember much. I just remember, what I do remember is some shit happened, without going into too much detail. I mean, I will do if you want me to, but some shit happened. I basically spent a period of time away from home. I think I've mentioned this before, but there was a wellness check that was done on me, basically because I think my ex-girlfriend or mum, or possibly both of them colluding together. It was some neck shit that was going down. They basically thought I'd, like, passed away or some shit. So I mean, I was asleep. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. So they came and smashed my door off. And my door was, like, literally hanging off. So I believe when I went, other people, like, inhabited it. Pretty sure there was already some people when I left that was there that I didn't even, like, know. Like, seriously. It got to that point. Which, yeah, it gives me a whole new respect for when you see, you know, these, like, crack dens, for example. Like, a lot of the time, it can be just pure negligence, and that's definitely a part of it either way. But, man, I just had people turning up that I didn't even know. It, like, obviously, one person, I'd, like, told one person, then this other person had told another person who told another person. And by the end of it, you just have people come in that you just have no idea who the fuck they are. But they're offering you free drugs, so you're like, whatever, come in. And it's very easy to do that and just completely lose track of what the fuck's even going on. So yeah, long story short, I ended up coming back to this house. I'd been in York, shout out Goosey. I'd actually been in York because I were doing a bit of living over there, let's say. Yeah, I came back and there was just a metal shutter over my door. I'd already lost my keys. I didn't need my keys. My door were, like, hanging off, but there was just a metal shutter over my door. All my stuff had been thrown in a skip. And, yeah, I kind of went back to try and get in and couldn't get in. And that marked my my true stint with homelessness and true stint with homeless hostels. So, yeah. Whole mission. That's probably where the one CCJ comes from, at least. But I don't know about 2. I have thought you'd been on the electoral roll. I'd have thought you'd have been on the electoral roll. I am, and to be fair, mate, a credit card is the best way to build your credit score. Just don't be stupid with it. I know. You don't understand the amount of people that have told me that, and I know. I literally have spoke to people that have told me straight up my credit rating was worse than yours. I got a credit card 5 years later after, you know, like, sorting the actual payments out on time. Boom! You know, I'm now building up to get a mortgage, and that was a genuine conversation I have recently just had with Aaron's brother. Aaron's brother, and I know Aaron's brother was certainly, probably, likely to have a credit rating that was as bad as mine, because yeah, we both went through very similar things. So yeah, I can see where he'd have fucked up and mashed his credit rating up like myself. But it's very easy to do as well. You don't even really have to fuck up and mash up. I know what initially gave my credit rating a good beating was a phone contract when I was 18. That was literally what did me in. And then from then, I've never been actually able to get credit. I think it was a couple of contracts, to be fair, not just one. Or 2 lines on the same contract. But yeah, anyway, credit ratings, man, my gosh. I really need to get a credit card. I wonder if I could get one now with 175. My score is stable, it says there. That says to me that I might have a better chance. I've probably got the best chance now that I have had in a long time. Like, I've not tried to get any payday loans, none of that bullshit. Mainly because I know they won't give me it, and it just marks me down more. I learned that a while ago. I hopefully I'm in a better place now than I ever have been. So, you know, just chilling. I'm gonna have to go get groceries and whatnot in a bit. How you been? Groceries sounds awesome. Not been doing too bad, honestly. I've been oscillating between doing completely fine and being completely and utterly depressed and burnt out with existing. So, you know, just like everybody else, pretty much. Trying to move out of here, which is give or take, you know, it has its bonuses, it has its benefits to move in. I am overall excited about that, so I can't really say it's a bad thing, I guess. It's only a bad thing because I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing at this point. But, you know, we'll get there. Glad that you're just chilling, though. Not doing too terrible. I mean, I could be worse. I definitely could be worse. There's people out there that are much worse off than me. I've got a lot of help from many supportive friends, many that are in the crowd right now. You know who you are. I would literally be dead. Like, I shit you not. Don't know how I would have even made it through some weeks, days, and months without the support that I've had. So don't let me cry the poor tale. I really do get so much help. Not only with actual finances and just outright people helping me pay rent and shit, but emotionally too, you know. I think a big part of kind of doing the whole life is just feeling like you're actually able to. I mean, truth is, you will never do anything that you are in your head convinced that you're not able to do. It's not going to be something that you're ever going to get a human being to consistently do over and over again and then fail. So yeah, it's a tough one. But we're not doing too bad. And I don't know why I'm not on the electoral roll. Like, what the fuck? I'm sure I was on that at one point. Potentially I may have been taken off it. Do you get taken off it? I haven't done anything like voted in a long time. I know. I definitely should do, and you should definitely vote, and I should definitely vote too. I should practice what I preach and not be so fucking hypocritical, like right in front of everybody on camera for the whole world to see. But why aren't I? That's very weird. I wonder. It'll raise your score, but it lowers the impact every year it ages, so it might have a big impact on your score at the moment. Sorry, lovely. What are we on about there? Just to recap. Sorry, I talk about too many different things. Then I read a comment later and think, oh, what's that mean? What do you mean? It's the right tune, is this? It's called Hummus and Bread. Hummus and Bread's a really nice mix, by the way. But yeah, I do need to look at sorting my credit rating out. It's insane how much it has just held me back, man, and ruin things. Like it's really difficult to get any sense of good property if you don't have a good credit rating. Like it's just one of those things, right? Which kind of sucks, because if I had a good credit rating, I could literally move anywhere. I actually could move anywhere. Severely limited. I know with like 170, like I don't know, is 170 out of 1,000? No, it's definitely not good. That's like what, 10%? Yeah, it's definitely not good. I can't even put a positive spin on that. I don't think. That's just really bad. Does not look great on me at all, which is terrible, because like at least it's definitely not a reflection of me now, which I don't know how much that counts for, so to speak, but it's kind of shitty that you know, I'd be ostensibly paying for mistakes that I have kind of learnt from for the foreseeable future. I mean, it's just the way it is, and I only have myself to blame. I am not trying to act like you know, I have not done anything wrong to deserve it, or I'm just unfairly being hit by it. It's fair. It's only really been the past few years, like since starting streaming and what have you, that I've honestly been paying things on time and making a point of doing so. I've always kind of played fast and loose with that sort of stuff, which is so stupid, so stupid. It has caused a lot of problems for me. Even when I've been capable of paying these things, it's like not even always being a matter of me just like being shit with money or whatever. Sometimes I've had it and just not paid them. Fuck them. Think fuck them. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Not a good way to do things. But yeah, that was the old me. That was the old me. It really was. I have learnt my lesson, man. God damn it. I used to be so silly with things, and I never honestly really even knew, I guess, like the implications of the things that I was doing. Like, I don't know, man. It's so weird to me, like, to even just to reflect on, like, these things that were so objectively obvious that anybody should have known. It took me so long to kind of work these things out. That just, you know, obvious things. It's weird. It's weird. And honestly, it takes a lot out of me when I think about it. It really does. Because I have made some just really silly choices in my time. I don't know what I expected. Look at getting your record expunged. They may not do it. They may not do it for you. You probably have to ask. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. I've never thought about that. Would they do it for you? I mean, they probably wouldn't, would they? Good point. Same with bankruptcy. Mary says, interesting. Stays for 7 years. Right. Interesting. 7 years. That's a fucking long time. I mean, it kind of is. It's fair. I'm not saying it isn't fair, cause like, sure, but damn, man, it's so fucking integral to things these days. I mean, it literally can be the reason that somebody's homeless. I mean, you know, like, it inherently puts an extra sort of barrier in front of somebody like myself, for example. I don't know about anybody else, but it definitely does for me. I've already got substantial barriers. It's already hard enough trying to find 500-600 quid, as well as still, you know, live that month or whatever. And then there's the fucking whole moving your stuff, which sucks if you don't have help, a van, somebody with a van, etc., etc. It's a big old thing, you know, like, it is a big old thing. Moving just in general. But yeah, the whole extra thing of just having a credit rating, and then that kind of being something that strikes out a lot of properties already. When you're already striking out a ton of places because you can't afford to live at a ton of places. I'm lucky in the fact that Bradford does not really conform to the same kind of principles that literally somewhere as close as Leeds does, which, I mean, honestly, have a little look at Leeds and just see how fucked it is compared to Bradford. Like, crazily different. And Leeds is like so close, he's literally next door. You could probably walk to Leeds from Bradford. So yeah, it's wild. We are lucky here because there's loads of properties going, there's loads of places around. It's just a good portion of them do obviously want decent tenants in, which you can't blame them, of course they do. You know, credit check is kind of just like standard practice, which, you know, I get. Outside of like references, it's probably the next best thing. So, you know, fair enough. But yeah, it definitely does cause some substantial problems for a lot of people, I would have thought. Not that we don't bring it on ourselves. Not that we don't bring it on ourselves. I felt that. Gosh, I know. Ugh, man. I don't even want to talk about it. You know, it's been a ridiculous couple of months, but it hasn't been as bad as what it would have been for me if not been for, again, the monolithic amounts of support that I have been so lucky to have just over the past not only few months but just like a couple of years, honestly. Shit, man. You know, the idea of moving like before streaming was just, it felt Herculean to the point that I didn't even feel like I could move without substantial help of like many different people, like in all different areas of it, like with the actual physical moving to the emotional labour to the financial side of it. All of it was just crushing to me. It felt super overwhelming. The idea of having to like pay bills and fucking just composing myself like a normal human is absolutely terrifying to some folk like me. Let's be real. Like, it's embarrassing. It is to a certain degree. I don't really feel embarrassed talking about this kind of stuff with y'all, but you know, the idea of somebody who may think somewhat highly of me hearing that, you know, it's immersion breaking to say the least. But yeah, man, shit, that kind of stuff. It's not so much anymore. Like I'm actually like way better with it now. I actually, I tend to pretty much try always to have money in my bank, even if it's just a little bit. I'll even hold off on spending my last couple of quid for as long as I possibly can, for literal weeks. Sometimes I have a couple of quid there and sit with naught the whole time, which is just silly. I shouldn't spend it, but you know, psychologically, it's nicer to have a couple of quid in bank than nothing at all. But I don't know where I'm going with that anyway. What the fuck is that noise? I've never heard that noise before. That was weird. I'm half expecting this. Look, let me. Oh no, I don't want to move it. But I've got a hole in my roof there, yeah? You can't quite see. I don't know what I'm pointing at. There's a hole up there, and it's right next to the smoke alarm. And obviously it leaks water, which comes from God knows where. I mean, probably out there somewhere, but it doesn't correlate with it raining, which is weird. It's been like really dry recently, so that'd have been the perfect time for it not to leak. But yeah, I'm expecting that shit to blow up at some point. It does still work. It worked recently. I heard a weird noise come from it up there a minute ago. Anyway, you just gotta keep moving and looking ahead. Having support helps too. Absolutely, I totally agree. Keep moving forward. Keep looking forward. You know, change is tough, but it's beautiful because it opens new doors. It opens new opportunities. New avenues to learn and grow and be a more capable and able human in the future. And honestly, I'm only still here right now because of the hardships and somewhat having a toolbox there to be able to pull from to deal with these things. But yeah, it's hard to overstate how important having a support network is. Like, yeah, I've definitely been super close to like giving up, and it's a lot harder to give up on yourself when like somebody else believes in you. Literally anybody. Literally anybody. So yeah, when it's somebody who you actually care for, respect and love, you know, a friend, it really does mean a lot. And I mean, that's obvious, of course, but I guess it's more poignant in those times where you really need it, I guess. And that's kind of what I've been feeling a little recently. You asked about what happens when your judgment comes off. I wouldn't expect a big jump. Yeah, in it. Tell me about it. That'd be way too positive and way too much of a happy coinky-dink. But you should see a change, and more importantly, it won't be listed anymore. Yeah, that's true. No one other than you knows your score. It doesn't really matter. It's just an indicator for you. Interesting. Oh, sorry. You explained the electoral roll. How am I missing stuff here? If you haven't voted, then your roll can fall off your address. Oh, right. Okay. Re-register to your mums or dads. Can they? I'm sorry if I missed all these comments. Jen said ages ago. Can you request that it be removed now that it's been 6 years? I might be able to. I think we did talk a little bit about that though. I might be able to though. Yeah, it would be absolutely worth looking at. Yo, what's good, Tatty? Long time no see. No, it ain't really. It ain't been that long. Stop making stuff up, Kez. But still great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my humble abode. It looks very bare there, doesn't it? That little area there. Oh, yeah, that right there. I took my Liverpool towel down from there, and then started getting all upset. I thought, oh, damn it. So I stopped. But welcome. How are you doing? What you up to? Not too much, man. We just chilling, having a chin wag. We've been talking about my completely garbage credit rating. What else have we been talking about? I'm moving house soon, which is fun. Might be moving into a caravan or a tent or a yurt. Am I right? Is anybody here from the other day when we were talking about yurts? Please tell me someone is. Yeah, so do you know, it really sucks that I can't get a credit card, and I think that's probably something that I am gonna try and get. And like literally, I've heard the whole theories and the techniques and stuff. You know, pay your bills and shit through them, pay the credit card straight off effectively, or whatever way it works out. And you can build your credit rating up real quick doing that. I used to have a mate that literally worked doing that for people. And just building people's credit ratings up. So yeah, he told me tons of stuff back in the day. A guy called Jonesy, one of my old pals that I went to college with, funnily enough, and we did bricklaying together. Yeah, he told me loads of stuff, and there is loads of little things like, especially if you go out looking for them, and it basically does start with, you know, like getting credit and paying it off, which obviously makes sense. It's not crazy to think that your credit rating would depend on how much credit you've had and paid off, but yeah, it's typically been quite difficult for me to get onto anything that actually lets me start building all up, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I think it's probably time to start checking it out. I need a drink badly. I'm going to have to put kettle on in a minute. I've had to live in a couple of sketchy places along the way. It will get better. You have the right attitude to change your situation. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Yeah, it can feel endless, can't it? I mean, we all feel like that. Problems are relative, you know, like feeling shit or whatever feels shit to us all. We all know what it feels like. And it can be tough. It can be tough. So, you know, it's one to watch. It's one to watch. Hopefully it will get better, and it already is better than it was. So, you know, I think like I think I can do it. You know, like I can eventually do it. I think. I was thinking about this maybe earlier or some shit. Thinking like I might not be alright like now sort of thing, but I don't feel like I'm always gonna be not alright. I feel like I'm gonna be alright eventually. So like I don't know I think that's a powerful thing somewhere along the line. At least in my experience, it kind of all goes to shit when you lose hope in your own ability to actually be able to do anything and change anything, kind of thing, which is literally how I have felt before. And you know, I can feel I think as you grow older, you get better at, you know, learning how to deal with these things and spotting those kind of patterns of behaviours cropping up in your life, and you know, nipping them in bud before they are able to fester and grow out of control. But yeah, you know, it'll get there, man. We'll get there. I think we'll get there eventually. I don't know how. Like, I honestly don't know how. If you were to ask me, yeah, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna get there? Where's there? I still have no idea, but I think I'll have the answer sometime, eventually, like someday. But yeah, you know, all these sketchy places, it makes it bloody just difficult, man. It makes it difficult, doesn't it? It does. The past couple of places that I've been in have been sketchy, really, and realistically, I should have just been saving up and trying to move out. Like, I don't know why I haven't. You know, hindsight's 20/20, right? I'm obviously thinking that now. Not duh, but yeah, which I'm definitely not gonna make this mistake again next time. I am not gonna make this mistake again. Like, I'm just not. I'm gonna go on this fucking holiday. I'm gonna sort out the next place that I'm gonna live, and the next place can be anywhere. I don't give a shit. But the place after that definitely needs to be somewhere that I can stay. Like, it has to be, man. It just has to be. Moving's horrible, man. I hate moving. I mean, you know, the old saying is it's as stressful as a breakup, right? Is that a thing that anybody else has heard, or is that my dad making excuses like I do? I really don't. I try not to make excuses, that is. But maybe it will get easier though. Jen's question: it will fall off automatically on all the bureaus, but they may not rush. Asking will get old factors off fast for sure. What's good, California Dreaming? Oh my gosh, sorry, I can barely see. I am honestly half going off of the colour of everybody here. Not to be racist. The colour of your names in chat. Please, no one clip that out of context. And yeah, I swear I can barely see it from here. Hi, California Dreaming, welcome. I do hope that you're doing okay, and welcome to my humble abode. Hope you're doing all right, and gosh, it's been a while since we've been here at home. Now that we sat here chilling, I mean, I feel pretty silly for not doing this beforehand. I mean, we have had a few problems, which, you know, we could have all expected, but it hasn't been terrible. It's been doable, I suppose. It would have been better if I'd have had it on this phone as well, so I could have actually read chat on here. Because, yeah, I think if I leave that phone, like, somewhere where the signal's going to be high, then we should be alright. I mean, it has been alright since I've left it there, right? So that's summer. Sorry, Tati says, be smart with the credit card stuff, it's a slippery slope, and don't they half know how to get you? Like, wow. I think if not for needing to build a credit rating up, and like, the quicker that happens, the better sort of thing, I don't think I'd consider a credit card. One of my good pals, he literally spent the most part of our friendship in debt with his credit card and in his overdraft, which I just saw pretty much exactly the same as a credit card. And yeah, man, it's like after every wage that he got paid, he didn't actually have any money. He was still like minus 500 quid because his overdraft for like $1,000. And it was just like, wow. That struck me as being like, fuck, that's a bad way. And I mean, I've kind of been somewhat lucky to never been in like that kind of debt. I've been in other kinds of debts, but I've usually had the means to pay them off. And it's never been like a bad. A couple of times, for sure, I've got into sticky situations with money and various wheelings and dealings, but yeah, nothing on the record, at least. There is now. I believe you'll be all right. Look how far you've come. Thank you. Yeah, I think if I can manage to kind of make it through and figure out a way to actually be sustainable in this forever changing climate, that'd be great. Like, yeah, that'd be grand. In an ideal world, what would happen is tomorrow I'd have 1 million subscribers on my true crime channel that knew nothing about the streaming side of things, and they were just all over on watching true crime, and they just wanted to see true crime videos. They didn't come and bother us at Discord, they didn't come and bother us in streams. You know, maybe we'd do some streams that were true crime based, but this would be for us. I don't want them bothering us over here. And then I'd be able to make videos, you know, put a load of money into producing crazy ass content. Like, especially with true crime, I mean, man, there is so much room for improvement in the true crime genre. There's many good creators, not saying that, but there's also a lot of really substandard creators that are just in it for a paycheck. And like, true crime's one of those, in my opinion, one of those few niches in the genres of YouTube that like you can really make a huge difference, man, if you've got a platform. You know, you can bring attention to cases that police aren't even fucking entertaining, never mind media. You can raise money for families, send people to GoFundMes, blah 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 blah. You know, I like the idea of that, I do, as I've gone on about loads. That'd be the ideal world, but it's like a 1 in a million chance, of course, so the chances of that happening are never likely, but yeah, that'd be ideal. That'd be my winning the lottery. Well, I was thinking about the lottery, and like, I wouldn't even want to win the lottery. Like, literally, I would not actually want to win the lottery. I'd prefer to be able to sustain myself through videos and streaming, like I'm sure lots of people would. Get a credit card for food and only, and pay it off each month, and your credit will build slowly. Yeah, that's right. I've heard that, like, you can even take it further with credit cards, right? Where, you know, if you can get a few different credit cards, you can like play different credit cards off between each other. You can get rewards with loads of different cards. Depending on what cards you can get like decent rewards for one thing and play all these rewards and leverage your rewards and stuff. I've seen some people that get like super complicated and like really savvy with it, and they are clearly like doing alright off of it as well. Yeah, credit cards they are no doubt a very valuable resource in the capitalistic society, like it's kind of by design, but very slippery slope, and I think it's one you've got to be careful with for sure. I mean, I wish that I'd got a credit card as opposed to flipping mobile phone, like the worst kind of credit. But man, we'll get there eventually. We'll get there. I am gonna try and get a credit card though. Oh, if I can get one, that'd be awesome. I'd be buzzing with that. Because, yeah, I mean, as long as I was not an idiot with it, it would be pretty good, I think. It'd go pretty far, I think. But yeah, we'll get there, man. Moving just sucks and all this shit. It's just a bit of an annoyance. I mean, bloody hell. I would much prefer not to be moving. I would much prefer not to be moving. Anything you have a contract with and pay monthly on builds you credit to? Interesting, interesting. I've got my British Airways visa. No way, that's how I'm getting to Scotland next year. No way, that's well cool. See what I mean? That's awesome. You can properly, oh shit, are you gonna be able to come see me over here? Sorry, I've got to stand on my chair because I'm scared that there's spiders everywhere now. Like, I can't wait to get out of here. It's so scary in here. Well, we're actually going to move back there in a minute, so just wait there 1 sec. Quickly get along. Yeah, I definitely need to sort my credit rating out though. Like, it is one thing that is just so integral to literally everything. We should definitely stream tomorrow and call some houses. Would that be fun? Should we all call some houses together? Sorry, I'm just checking what Goosey just sent me there. Landlord to upload, adds to the platform. Awesome. Pardon me. Don't say what about a credit check. I was in. Yeah, that's good news. That's good bloody news. If we can get away with out a credit check, that'd be awesome. Whoa, what the hell? Whoa, this one's a good one, isn't it? Right, let's just refine the old search there. 1 bedroom. Ah, shit. In Bradford. In Bradford. Oh man. Well, I don't know how to search Bradford. Yeah, did you know the one thing? Sorry about that. The one thing with Bradford is there is loads of properties. There's like tons of properties about. Like my should we chill out for a bit? My worry isn't per se finding a property. It's them letting me in the property that worries me. Because of the credit check. Oh, steady on, sunshine. Oh, steady on. Sorry, I'll keep sliding the chat away. Could you use that to put a down payment on the next place? Get a part-time job somewhere to make sure you can make the payments. Yeah, I mean, literally, if somebody were to give me a job tomorrow, that would be also the answer to all my problems. Or at least a good chunk of them. The immediate problems that are causing the most drama for me right now. I just kind of need to find somewhere really. And I have been that has been something that I have been doing, by the way. We do send off to. Oh, let's make a cuppa. We do send off to some places. Sort of every week, every week I am sending off to places because it would be an ideal situation. just to get a little job. Right, should we have a coffee or a tea? Let's have a coffee. Come on, man. Why is that spider not going out that window? I've had the window open for like ever. Sorry, Jen. Could I use what? Sorry, love. For the next down payment, what I am hoping to use as my down payment. I'll tell you all the little secret that I've got planned. So, well, this is a tune. All being well, I have got a meeting tomorrow that I intend to go on, and then after the meeting's done, I should then be like, I should be due like some kind of a payment. So, on the 9th, when like, at least in my head, my tenancy agreement runs out, they'll pay me what I'm supposed to pay for rent here. I mean, they only give me like 280 or some shit, 300 quid. And then I should also get some money on top of that, like, which is to live off. But I mean, I'd be somewhere close to being able to pay for a deposit out of that if I didn't have to pay the rent, obviously, which I'm not gonna. So should be able to do that there, but that is literally everything everything that I've got, and I was initially hoping to use at least the living part of that money for holiday, which I'm probably not going to be able to do. So that kind of sucks, but it's what it is. It has to be done. I really shouldn't even be going on holiday. It's literally a luxury that I really can't afford. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to afford, sorry about that, I wouldn't have been able to afford even the actual payment of the holiday in itself, let alone the spending money, if my mum didn't like basically pay for it all for me. I was supposed to pay half of it, and I didn't even end up paying half of it. So yeah, it's a little bit of a situation, but it's workable. I'm not panicking too much just yet. I probably should be, but I'm not too much just yet. Yeah, I probably should be panicking. There's no way that on paper any of it should work out. But honestly, should anything ever work out on paper, you know? I mean, everything always looks bad when you say it like that, you know? I can make anything sound bad when you put it like that. No, it should be okay. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. I mean, the credit check, I swear, it's honestly the credit check I am most worried about. Ugh. I can certainly go without for another month, or go with limited resources for another month, and use the money to get a property. Like, that'd be great if it worked out like that as well. That'd be fantastic. I wouldn't be complaining with that. Right. Oh my word. Sorry, y'all. Right, we're laughing, lads, we're laughing. All that without even touching floor. Woo! I don't know, I'm going to actually get out without touching floor, but we're playing a giant game of Floor is Lava in here now. Oh, I thought I saw a leg then, you know. Oh, I saw its creepy legs. Ooh. Not like my legs are any less creepy, right? But right. You can also get a card with rewards. I get 3% back on online purchases. Yeah, that's right. See, Goosey, you'll probably know. Is it Martin Lewis, the money expert dude that goes on Good Morning? You ever seen that guy? Good Morning's basically like a morning show that's broadcast throughout the whole of the UK. It's a pretty big deal over here. And they like have little segments, kind of like news and stuff. They have segments. There used to be a guy called Martin Lewis, I think, money expert, and he always used to tell like really cool little tips with credit cards, and he used to say all that kind of stuff, man. Love those kind of little things. Like, that's the thing, if you can get credit cards, you can really make them work. Like, if you're super smart and savvy about it, you like really can make it work. My mate Charles, he used to have like fucking 14 different credit cards. I swear he had like a wallet full of different credit cards when we were like 20. His dad literally was like a banker and shit, so I imagine that whole money literacy was drilled into him pretty early, and he had a lot of help there. But yeah, he had tons of credit cards and he were well savvy with them. You know, it'd be particular shops, particular things that he were buying, fucking times at day. God damn it, it'd be a different card for every different stipulation. Like, you know, a different card depending on what pair of socks he were wearing that day, because he gets 5% purchase. It's like, what the fucking hell, how do you remember all this? But he was smashing it. The guy was smashing it. He was literally one of the first of like our whole friend group to get a car, and his first car was like a fucking 15 grand car. The rest of us are struggling to pull a grand together to get a little banger. Flat hunting with the gang, with Kez and the gang. I know, right? You'll be able to hear my my phone voice. It'll be like, oh, hi there. I don't talk like that, but I do have a phone voice. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be at least interesting for you know, y'all that are not in the UK. You know, yeah. I think it'd be somewhat interesting. Check out that place. Laundry room looks cool. Oh shit, I can't check it out. I can't look at it. Oh yeah, I can. Look, I can do this. Look at this here. I forget that I have got the old what's it? What do I press here? Forget that I've got the computer in front of me. Hey, there you are, look. Check out the laundry room. Boom. 303. Great Orton Road, 200 quid deposit. Cloud Homes. Yep. This is bang on. Yeah, man. Furnished as well. Oh, shit. Utilities included. Broadband. Laundry room. Gym. Fucking hell. Ooh, professionally managed, though. Let's read full description. Superbly located, just 2 minutes, 180 metres from Bradford University. Purpose-built, modern student residence. Ensuite rooms, communal areas around clusters of 5 rooms, which is pretty much the same as here, which is fine. Rent covers all utilities, including broadband. Ideal location for crawling out of your bed to those early morning lectures. You'll never be late again. Well, I am definitely not a student, but I am a paying customer. Do you know one good thing that they've done recently? I don't know how recently it is, but I think it's fairly recent. But it used to be where you'd basically have to find houses that accepted DHS. That was like the old thing. It's like accept universal credit now, but DHS was the old housing benefit before universal credit, and it was all universal in one payment. But long story short, my point is, what is my point? I don't know. God damn it. Yeah, nowadays you don't actually have to tell them that you're on universal credit, or you do if they ask obviously for proof, which Most places do, but ostensibly you don't have to tell them. If they don't ask and they don't care, you don't actually have to tell them. So some places you can totally get away with it, and like I swear, I'm sure if I had a decent credit rating, I'd probably better just blend it and they wouldn't even ask anyway. They wouldn't even care any further than that. You know, they just need to kind of check their end, check the boxes on their end. But yeah, as long as they don't bloody credit check me, we're laughing. We are absolutely laughing. I think we should plug you in, you know, actually. So we'll plug you in, get you a bit of juice. Oh. Yeah, tomorrow I think we'll have to ring a few locations. I mean, do you know that I used to hate ringing for places before you've got the money. Like, man, because all they say is obviously come back when you've got some money. But it would be nice to know who actually like wants to credit check or not, you know. And yeah, usually you kind of just ring them and try and ask them indirectly. Ask them what the deposit is and what have you. Blah blah blah. What do I need to move in? But yeah, some places don't even care. Bradford is good for that. Like, it is actually pretty good for that. Yeah, seriously, Waniac, that place is actually banging. That's really close to here. It's furnished and looks really nice, actually. Which honestly could save me a fucking ton of problems. Whoa, laundry room does look sick. Got bloody graffiti in there. Let me. You can all click on the link, can't you, and check it if you do want to see it. The laundry room does look cool, I must say. Got a gym. I swear to start going at gym if it were free. Little cheapskate that I am. Honestly, I would totally go. And it doesn't say what about a credit check, so fucking fantastic. Yep, we need to love heart this one. I mean, the chances are they will definitely credit check because it looks kind of nice. They probably don't want you know, people like me in there bringing the old price of the whole building down and whatnot. But it's worth a try. All and every place is worth ringing and just finding out, seeing how much they want up front and what have you. I think it says 200 quid deposit, so that's doable. Usually, the more common one that you see is they want like a month's rent, and then the bond is usually equivalent to like what the rent is, a month of rent or whatever. So you usually have to pay like 2 months of rent up front, which is not bad. That's doable, you know. It ain't terrible. When I've tried to move into like houses, you know, like there was a short time a while back where we moved into like a 2-bedroom house, and you know, you're talking 500, 600 quid a month, and it's the same kind of deal. They want like two months rent effectively up front, so then you're talking grand, 1,200, 1,500 quid. Gets expensive real quick, but because we can get away with going in somewhere small, it's relatively easy, and they also don't care anywhere near as much in a place like this compared to like a big house. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of hope. I swear I am hopeful. I am. Room looks great. It does, doesn't it? Say student accommodation, but it looks fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate your comments and your opinions. I personally would be very, very, very happy at that spot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks. I didn't really take a proper look at the map. It's hints on Great Orton Road, and there's only one Great Orton Road, so it can't be that far. But yeah, Great Orton Road's not terrible. It's kind of like far enough out of the way that that it's not like it's not too far away, but you're not like too close to things as well. And Do you know one thing about living in somewhere like Great Orton Road, which is predominantly, you would call it a Muslim area. Between me and you, you know, a lot of Muslims there, a lot of Asians there. Some people don't like that, but like when I lived in East Bowling, I had an Asian next door neighbour, and even though I was probably an awful next door neighbour to have, you know, he used to give me like curries and stuff all the time because it's kind of how they are. They're just super communal, Muslims, especially if you're alright with them and, you know, next door and what have you. Which I'm sure a lot of other people are, but in my experience, it's not the experience that I've had growing up in Swain House. So yeah, you know, you get some really nice people in those areas, really nice neighbours that just kind of want to make a bit of a community. And a lot of people look down on those areas, mainly out of jealousy, partly other reasons, but yeah. Not bad areas, honestly. A lot of people look at those areas and be like, oh gosh, no, I couldn't live there. But I mean, I'm fine in those areas, look at me. Accommodations are nice and it's clean looking and functional. Exactly. Fucking a washing machine there? A washing machine? What the... That is like amazing. I won't have to haul my washing to my dad's. Oh. Yeah, that's incredible, you know, having a cooker and stuff. Great stuff. Do you know, like, the big problem with, like, having to move into places where you don't really care who moves in is they don't really care who moves in. And this has been the last 2 places that I've been at. It's basically people who, you know, they don't care who moves in. And they get what they're given sort of thing. And it doesn't take long. Like, when I moved in here, it wasn't that bad. But over the time that we've been here, it's got way worse. Oops. See, I do talk like that. Love looking for places. What's your budget, if you don't mind me asking? My budget is £300 a month, ideally. But I defo can go up to £350. I mean, the way that I kind of approach it myself is, if I'm gonna pay the extra £50 for somewhere, which is literally £50 worth of food out of my mouth, my very mouth, as I'm trying to eat it, gone. Definitely is £50 that would be needed. Although, you know, it's worth it to get somewhere that's, you know, £50 better than a £300 property, I guess, if that makes any sense. But we all could probably make that call, I would have thought. So, you know, go crazy, man. And I appreciate you looking, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of my favourite things to do ever. Hence why probably would be helpful for me if I could, you know, get you all in on it and get a little game going of this whole calling houses and stuff. I think it'd be somewhat fun, more fun than me sat by myself doing it, at least. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of like moving out, but like, you know, like I'm sure like anybody though, I'd feel a lot better if things were a little different, right? You know, we'd always have things a little bit better if we could, and a little bit easier if we could. And hindsight's 2020. As 2020 as drinking a bottle of vodka. But you know, it's fair. It's a fair one. Oh my gosh, we're about to run out of cigs and we're about to run out of weed, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's an epidemic out here. Oh, I need to stop smoking. I fucking hate cigs. I hate them. The thing with student housing is they get a reduction on council tax. So you'll have to pay all the council tax yourself if they let you move in. Yep, exactly like here. Exactly like. Do you know how much I pay in council tax? £120 a month. Like, literally. I'm not shitting you. When I was getting money, it was £250 a month after paying the rent, and then there's still other stuff to come out of that. On top of that, I pay £50 to my fucking ex-girlfriend for my kids. I pay 40 quid for my phone bill, so it goes down super quick, like super quick. Sure, there's something else that I fucking end up paying as well every month. There's a few little 7 quid things, and that Amazon always gets me, and I just never fucking cancel it. Even though oftentimes it literally takes my last 7 quid. There was something recently. I had like £14 in my bank, and it took fucking 8 quid. Like, dude, come on. So I don't even know what I'm paying half at the time, but I imagine these things are probably helping my credit rating, so I guess it's a small price to pay. But yeah, I'm in a bit of bother with council tax at the moment, which is very, very scary because they can actually take you to jail for it. And they do take people to jail for it and then charge you fucking more money at the end of it. So yeah, that's not great, but like, I'm just not in a position to do anything about it, so I really don't know what they want me. I don't know what they expect from me. I really don't. Like, if I were to pay the 120 to council tax that I was supposed to pay, which is also with a council tax reduction as well, I actually get a slight reduction, and that is including the reduction apparently. But yeah, if I were to actually pay that, it'd fucking take me out of the game. But now I'm in bother with them. So yeah, that's kind of sucks. This one says deposit free options available. You know, that's also a thing. That is also a thing. It's not uncommon for places that are really shitty. Like, I'll be honest, they are usually like the worst ones. But that doesn't matter to me, and worst one is objective, to say the least. So yeah, some of them don't even want them. They'll let you pay like 50 quid a month towards your deposit and stuff like that. Some of them are really helpful, like they are. I have had helpful landlords in the past. I guess it's just generally finding those people. And I guess the sad reality of it is, you know, with every person that does these people over, you know, they become a little less willing to help somebody out in the future, sorry. Oh, no way, Jess, I think that might be the same one that, is that what you meant? Is that what you meant? Okay. Says deposit 340 there, but council tax bond not available. Good spot though. Oh, that is a good one. That one. That is a good one. Wow, look how thin it is. That is crazily thin. I mean, I'd be fine with it. It's quite long. But you've got a nice window there. You've got a sofa in there, which is fucking awesome. You know how much I miss having a sofa? Seriously, I went to my mum's the other week, and I was so happy to be on a sofa. So happy. I literally stayed there for like 2 days and just stayed on the sofa. It were awesome. But yeah, no, they do exist. They do exist. I mean, you know, the fact of reality is, I think everybody knows right now that things are a little rough out in the world, and I'm pretty sure that estate agents know that more than anyone, right? You know, they're literally messing with people's housing. I'm sure they see people at the worst when they're about to be made homeless and what have you. So yeah, you know, I think you do find them some that have got a heart. Sorry, 1 second. Just a jiffy. Seriously, I am gonna have to go through this whole chat and get all these links, and thank you everybody. See, we've got tons of places to ring, haven't we? Tons of places to ring, which yeah, only way that you'll find somewhere, just getting out there and getting them rang. Nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done. It takes a little longer to make a back roll joint, but it's so satisfying to pull that little bit of paper off. Oh shit, I've got a bong down there as well. Should we do a rip on bong? I ain't got enough weed, damn it. Next time we'll do a rip on the bong. Right, so yeah, keep firing the links in if you wanna keep firing the links in. I do have the chat open on my PC, which basically means I'm gonna go through it all at the end. I'm gonna bookmark all these, and we're gonna ring the majority of them, or at least as many as we need to. Hopefully, we don't need to ring them all, eh? But yeah, if I could set somewhere up for like the next month or so. They don't like it when you do that, but it is what it is, innit? Yeah, you have got to be quick with places as well, especially anywhere that's decent. I remember when I'd moved into the place over at road from my dad's, and the first place that I found was fucking beautiful. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure there is units available in that same building still. But yeah, the particular one that I was looking at ended up going. But man, it were nice. Kitchen inside it, everything. It was like a full-on nice place. And I'd got it. They said, yeah, it's fine, we just want the money. And it basically took me like another month after me calling them to get the money, and I had to go somewhere else. But yeah, we got somewhere else, so it's fine. Oops. Smoking allowed, but there is 100 deposit. 100's not bad though. You get to pick your IP too, but max is 30 bucks. Your IP. Interesting. Oh, bless you, Jane. I'll give a t-shirt to the person who finds you a new place. A Cloud Surfer t-shirt. Bless your bloody heart and soul. Thank you. Do you know, I would love to show you what I mean by the t-shirts. Like, I would literally love to show you that. It wouldn't take me 2 minutes to actually show you it, I don't think, either. And you'd see the problem that I actually am having. You would be able to see the problem that I'm having. I know Wayniac got what I meant, but I'm not sure if anybody else got what I meant. With the whole, like, square patch on your top thing. But yeah, they don't blend. Realistically, I would love to get one myself. I'd love to get one of the t-shirts myself and wear it and be like, you know, hey everyone, look at the shirt. So yeah, we'll get there. Pardon me. Ooh, $2.30 excluding council tax. That's really cheap. I mean, it works out about $3.50 with your council tax, but here works out at 500 quid around about with a council tax, so it's substantially cheaper than here. So what I am basically doing is saving this chat right here, and then we're gonna go through all of these, literally all of them, like every single one of them. We're gonna go through at some point. Oh, we've got loads there. Go on, gang, smashing it. My word, we are away with those. Yeah, I mean, in it pretty, there's a lot of fucking nice properties, especially like, and I know it kind of sucks to do this, but if you look at places that are like 400 quid and 500 quid, and the places that we will hopefully be aspiring to get to, like, genuinely, you can find some nice places for that amount. 500 quid, you can get a nice house for that. Like, yeah, it's in Bradford. It's not that bad. It doesn't seem to have gone up anywhere near as bad as everywhere else. She's so fucking lucky. So lucky when it seems to be one of the most prevalent issues that I have and have had. quick little gander. Studio. Rent a studio in Leeds. Not Lourdes. Let's have a little gander at some in Leeds. Let's see if I am making this up or what. Am I just talking out? Whoa, my gosh. Nope, I am not talking shit. Yeah, it's bad, guys. It's bad. It's worse than I thought, actually. Fucking hell. 750 quid per calendar month for a studio, which basically, you all know what a studio is. You don't have your kitchen and stuff included with a studio, typically speaking. 1 bedroom, 850. So for another 100 quid, you could get a bedroom and potentially the kitchen with that too. 2 bedroom from 1050, man. 3 bedroomed house, 1500 quid in Leeds. This is, I think, Leeds Centre, but wow. Bearing in mind, we're looking at Bradford Centre pretty much. It's a big difference, isn't it, really? Pretty fucking wild, actually, to think. I mean, that is only one place. Mustard Wharf. Sounds awesome. Sounds like my kind of gaff, does that. I'm really sorry that y'all can't see this. How rude of me. We need to get some Wi-Fi back, don't we? Looking for one bed. I mean, they look beautiful, don't get me wrong. Ah, yeah. Look, these. Oof. These don't even put the goddamn price on the thing. Well, let's be honest, right? We all agree that if they don't include the price, it's gonna be expensive. That means it's expensive, right? God damn. 145 a week. Wow. Gosh, that's a lot of money, man. That's something else, what that works out at. 560. Jesus. Yeah, that's expensive. Damn. So we're not doing too terribly. In what do you do there, Bradford? What do you do there? We don't do too badly in Bradford. It could be worse. It could be worse. I think we'll get there, but my gosh. Oh, yo! Thank you for the sub. I think Goosey subbed earlier as well, right? It actually does tell me that. Thank you so much for the subs. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. We should be due that sometime soon. Oh, yeah, man. I'm probably going to use that for holiday, though. So that's at least 100 quid that we've got there. I think it might be $100, so like 90 quid, but whatever. We're nearly there. Let's go. Thank you very kindly for subscribing. Seriously. I don't know if anybody does watch the whole true crime videos. I'm going to probably pivot my video making efforts to something else soon. I'll still do true crime, I think, but probably not as much. But I try to put y'all's names at the end of the videos as a thank you, because like I wouldn't even have like a laptop and shit if it weren't for y'all. So yeah, regardless of anything else, y'all have just got me to this point where I am truly able to even do such a thing as make a video. Yeah, and I always probably forget someone or multiple people because like I fucking suck. But yeah, I really appreciate it, and I wish I could do more for the people that support me in so many ways. And eventually I will, I swear. I swear I will. Eventually. One day. I think I need to probably try a little harder in things, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's for lack of trying. I really don't. Maybe it is. Maybe if we try harder, we'll get a bit further with the whole thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pivot my my YouTubing skills to something else. I've at least got half alright at making a video now, right? I mean, and I even kind of know what I need to do to take my videos to the next level, which I just kind of haven't done yet, which sucks. But yeah, we've had a lot going on recently, I suppose. So it's the importance of having somewhere solid and just having food in your fridge and what have you. Gosh, seriously, I mean, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but I sure as hell have noticed. At one point, I was able to do one video a week on YouTube, and I swear down, it's taking me like a month to do a 10-minute video, whereas I was doing like 30-minute videos, which is ostensibly 66% more than a 10-minute video in a week. So yeah, it makes it so hard to concentrate on anything when you got X, Y, and Z going on. And I mean, again, I really do know that I'm not in the worst position out of the world. There's people in far worse positions than me, and I really aren't trying to cry the poor tale or fish for sympathy or whatever. But yeah, no, it fucking can be tough. Have I missed any comments here? Have I missed anyone's comments? Yeah, man. Gosh, have I got any stories for yous? Let me think. Or has anybody got any questions? Any questions? What's been going on in the world for y'all? Anything been going on in the world for y'all? I'm sure stuff happens in the world for everyone, right? That's a thing that happens to people, right? Sure it is. I hope everybody's okay though, man. We've been talking about me for so long. Maybe we should talk about y'all for a bit. Oh my gosh. What has been going on in the world? I don't really know. I don't really know what's been happening in the world. I've been trying to somewhat tune out of things. But I'm sure I've got a story for you all. Sure we've got a story for us all to end on here, eh? What have I been thinking about recently? What have I been thinking about? What have y'all been thinking about? What's been on everybody's mind? Has anybody been thinking about stuff recently? I mean, I don't really know what stuff's been going on in the world. I'm trying to think of anything. Anything slightly topical. I have no clue. I have no bloody clue. We've had some nice tunage tonight though. And I tell you what, I really do miss being able to react to stuff. That was so fun when we used to do that. Uber whistleblower. Y'all know about the Uber story. I never knew Uber was so terrible, man. Like, I genuinely did not know that they were a bad company. It seems like no company that ever makes it big is ever good. Why is that? I tell you, an interesting rabbit hole to go down. I don't know if anybody would find this interesting, like, but you know the whole Andrew Tate dude, old potato, as I call him. That dude, yeah, he's been fucking everywhere recently. Really annoying. But have you been down the rabbit hole of people that have been on his courses and stuff? Oh dear. And are now talking shit about him on YouTube. It's like a really, really funny but kind of sad and like really pitiful rabbit hole. And like, I mean, it's funny because like, you know, it's kind of a bit goofy that these people even ever think that they're going to sign up to Andrew Tate's fucking Hustlers University and somehow become like financially free. You know, like I don't know how people don't know that the way that these people like Andrew Tate get rich and stuff is literally by saying, pay me and I'll tell you how to get rich. So you pay them and they say, you tell somebody else that you'll tell them how to get rich and they pay you. That's how you get rich. That's literally the thing. And I shit you not, it has been going on since fucking money was a thing. Since the exchange of goods, we have been trying to rip each other off. I don't know if you've ever read those like kooky old laws. You know, like if a man steals a pail of cotton or some shit, whatever the hell, a roll of cotton off of your sister-in-law, then, you know, you get, like, stoned. Like, there's some ridiculous shit out there, but since those days, people have been ripping each other off, and I just don't get how people fall for it. And it is kind of a little funny, a bit, but, yeah, at the same time, it's very sad that people actually believe him, and you know, you can understand why someone like Potato would be desirable, you know. I wish I were naive enough to think that one person could tell me all the answers to, you know, everything, basically. Because I swear, I think it's sometimes about we're getting popular, sometimes about making money, sometimes, I don't know what these people want these days. But yeah, that guy is absolute insanity. Andrew Tate has been banned from the world. Do you know, I thought, yeah, and you know, us lot, rational people that are somewhat normal, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'm at least somewhat normal. But yeah, I mean, I think it's fairly evident that he's a piece of shit, but the problem that people like Tate kind of perpetuate is this one video from a teacher, and it's anecdotal at best, but I do definitely think that there's gonna be more people out there, more kids out there, more importantly. But this primary school teacher basically said that one of her like 11-year-old students had said some like super weird and misogynistic shit about another female 11-year-old student, and the teacher obviously said that's not okay. And the kid basically replied with something along the lines of, well, that's what Andrew Tate said, and you know, something like that, you know, he heard it from Andrew Tate or whatever. And yeah, man, it's easy to overlook these people because they're so fucking nuts. But like, I think it's obviously very complicated, but with the way that the world is, and with kind of people being in a perpetual state of something or other, I don't know what it is, maybe you could call it fear or whatever, apprehension, but yeah, you know, people are already in a really fucked up position. I just think, my own opinion, right? People are already in a fucked up position. My little sister, for example, she's like, what is she? She's like 9 or 10, and she's so fucking nervous about things. She's nervous about money. She's nervous about getting sick. And I mean, she's got a very weak immune system. She's got asthma and stuff, so maybe that's not to do with anything else. But like, yeah, I just think, god damn, man, my little brother's same. He's kind of somewhat worried just about things because there's so much worry everywhere, and it does have a tangible effect on people. It really does. And then you've got like these people out there like Andrew Tate that know exactly what they're doing. There's some that are like, you know, just kind of swept up in it as well. But that Andrew Tate is especially kind of like, nefarious and even the wrong word. Malicious is the right word. He's especially malicious, and he knows what he's doing. And yeah, you know, there's people like Joe Rogan that are just like, oh, you know, I'm just talking to people and whatever the fuck he says. That was a terrible Joe Rogan. But yeah, you know, like maybe he's just a kooky boomer or whatever people call him. Maybe he just is like my crazy uncle that is harmless and a nice dude, but you know, a few harmful views here and there, inadvertently by nature of just being a bit dumb, you know, like whatever. But Tate, malicious, very very aggressive. Aggressively, you know, out there trying to rip people off, like Mary just says there, you know, the heartless prey on the naive, and I think when naivete meets desperation, possibly, I've always felt when I've been in that situation, you know, like the lower end, you always feel kind of desperate and kind of like you're struggling for your next move, but naturally it makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do and take risks you wouldn't normally take, and yeah, that's where these people really start to shine. I mean, Andrew Tate's Discord's got 160,000 members, and a lot of people seem to think that his Discord is a paid service, as in like you're only allowed in if you're paying him 50 quid a month. Like, shit, you not 50 quid a month. Could you imagine? Imagine demanding 50 quid a month off people for like basically just doing what we do. I don't even think he even live streams like that. You know, I mean, my schedule fucking sucks, but I think even mine's better than Tate's. Crazy, but yeah, some people seem to think that like the majority of those people are paying him 50 quid a month and making like 8 million a month off of it or whatever. Crazy. Crazy money, and he's just an objectively bad guy, like objectively bad. Used to be a guy named Dick Masters way before Andrew Tate that would say shit like that, but did it as comedy. Right. And I mean, a lot of these, I guess, like, you know, with Tate, it's, I've heard him say like, oh, it's satire, oh, I don't mean it, oh, don't lose your head, it's just an analogy, or, you know, whatever, hyperbolic, whatever. And I get that. I honestly think that there should be room in the world for hyperbole. I'm very hyperbolic. We all know that. I literally will exaggerate anything at all. So I can't hate. I can't hate. But yeah, right. I mean, that's a good point. You know, who in history has been like Tate? Could anybody give us somebody? I can't really think of anybody historically who is like Tate. There's definitely someone like him. Like, there's no way that he's the first guy that decided to be a jerk on camera and be a little controversial. Like, you know, and this is kind of the thing. Like, you know, it's one thing to be entertaining and to like be out there, putting yourself out there, and to be like sincere about things and shit. But then it's another thing to just be like completely manipulating the situation and saying things to be inflammatory. The only reason that, by the way, if anybody didn't know this, because I'm a freak and I just sit there watching videos about stuff like this, but the reason why like you see him everywhere, or we have been recently, is basically because a lot of the people that joined the Hustlers University, which is just his online YouTuber course that you pay 50 quid a month for, to get access to his Discord and shit. Long story, but oh shit, where are we going with that? I don't know what I was saying now. God, I lose my train of thought so often. But anyway, the guy's a bad dude, man. He's a bad dude. Bad dude. Why he's everywhere. Sorry, I lose my train. It's getting a little late now for me. It's 9:15 now. So he's everywhere because when you join the Hustlers University, the first thing that he tells you to do is go on my live stream, because he live streams for the people that pay. Clip the crazy shit that I say and flood TikTok with it. So there's like tons of people that are doing that on TikTok, and like they're actually probably making like more money than I am off YouTube. So, you know, say what you want about it. It works, which is like the worst part, I think. Because yeah, people are kind of stupid, and I don't like to be right back. See you in a minute, my friend. I don't like to just say people are stupid. I shouldn't really respond to you whilst you're not here. That's not right. We'll come back to that one. Something's wrong with the shape of that man's head, and his eyes are dead. Something's not right there. Wow, I'm so glad that somebody else said that. Wow, there's a particular clip of him, and I can't remember what he's saying, which is annoying. But he's saying some bullshit, and there's just a moment, right, where he, like, looks at the camera for a second, and he, like, looks dead into camera, and I shit you not, I, like, got a chill down my spine and thought, whoa, They are some fucking cold eyes, buddy. I thought, wowzers, man. What have you been watching on TV? Jesus Christ. I thought this guy's got some Wes Craven ass shit up in that brain of his. That's a cold stare, man. Like, honestly, I've seen warmer stares in a cemetery. I thought, oh, man. Guy's like The Walking Dead. Like, oh, it really gave me a chill. It's making me feel weird thinking about it. I don't know. He's been misrepresented as charismatic. It is bizarre. People really do think that charisma is just... Where's my tune's gone, man? No wonder I'm losing my train of thought. And people do think that charisma is just anything, don't they? Literally anyone that's popular. Oh, he must be charismatic. Like, no, he's not. Please stop. Please stop giving these guys any validation. Yeah, Bugatti. Yeah. They're all mental, aren't they? They're all mental. Artie from Howard Stern. Ooh, Howard Stern. Interesting. I don't know that one. I could Google that in a sec. The world's getting crazier and crazier every day. I barely leave the house anymore unless it's to go to friends or get groceries, etc. Do you know? Do I know? Same here. Like, wow, yeah, innit? And this is kind of the world that we've all been really pushed into, right? We've all kind of been forced into it a little bit. You know, once the toothpaste's out of the tube, it's hard to put it back in, right? We've seen the light now. It's just a lot easier to stay in, innit? Been out getting poorly and shit. But yeah, I mean, I tend to only go out really to stream and pretty much to go to my dad's, which I do try go out every day. I do try, and I do feel like going out every day. I do feel like going out every day has been a and continues to be a positive force in my life. I don't want to stop going out, like, but and I would recommend going out to anyone, by the way. You know me. You know what I'm like. I do think if you can get out, it's probably good to just go for a 15-minute walk or whatever. I wouldn't stay out for anywhere near as long as what I did if it weren't for you lot. Like, you all know this by this point. It's not new. But yeah, I mean, gosh, I'd find it tough to just go out and walk, although I admittedly find a lot of joy in being out in nature. Yeah, I think we should probably get a tent and do some camping though. I think it'd be super fun to do. I don't know why I haven't done that. We on about it one time, and I just did not ever get round to doing it. You know, one thing after another though recently, it seems. But if I were better equipped to camp, then I could just do one, and I won't feel so scared. Good answer. Is it? Who is Artie from Howard Stern? Oh, fuck. It's dropped another goddamn ash on that. Let me just quickly Google Artie from Howard Stern. Oops. Cool. Found the search bar. Yay. Oh, Howard Stern Show. I know that guy. Cool story for you. It's pretty dark. But has anybody ever heard the time that a serial killer went onto the Howard Stern Show? Please tell me somebody's fucking heard that shit. Oh my god, it is literally the craziest, spookiest, creepiest shit ever. We can listen to it right now if you want to. Literally, if one person says it, I'll do it. I will do it. I will make everybody watch it if one person wants to. I wanna, so there's me. It's proper crazy. The guy literally comes on and he's like, yeah, I kill prostitutes. And Howard Stern is obviously thinks he's fucking about, I guess, at first, and then like kind of taken aback. And like, honestly, I don't know much of Howard Stern. I've heard he's a bit of a shit. So, you know, whatever, I'm not going to pass judgment on him, but he fucking handles the call like an absolute G. Like, I'd be surprised if, like, police didn't want him to be a negotiator after that. He's literally asking probing questions, trying to find out if he's got tattoos, trying to find out what area he's operating in. Literally, he's like being cool about it, and like, oh, like, so you just smash him up with hammer then, do you? Howard Stern saying that to the guy, and the guy like, yeah, and he's asking him really dark questions at first because he thinks it's a joke. Like, that's what's going on. He thinks it's a joke, and then there's like a little bit in it where there's another lady. There's a lady in the show in the radio booth with Howard Stern, and this lady says something, and Howard Stern's like, no, like, this guy's actually for real. I really do get the creeps with this guy. Like, let's not, we're not fucking about here. And you can hear it. It's like at that point the conversation changes, and it's like, wow, Howard Stern's really trying to find out where this guy is. It's fucking so spooky. If you, oh shit, where have I heard that? Because I don't think I heard the raw thing. I think it was in a YouTube video that I heard that. But if you typed it in on YouTube, should we type it on YouTube and find out if we can find it? Serial. Oh my god, I can't type. Stop it. Goes on show. Straight away, man. First bloody one. 14 million views as well, so it's quite a popular story. What I'll do, seeing as if we were to watch it, it'd fucking suck, because you'd have to just literally watch it on my telly like me. But what I can do is I can share that little bad boy in the old Discord for y'all real quick, and you can listen to it in your own time. And feel free to literally say, yo, Kez, what about that Howard Stern call that you were on about? And I will totally go crazy again about it. It is by far one of the spookiest things I think I've ever heard on, at least on a public radio station or whatever the fuck it was that they were doing. A podcast or whatever it was. I think it was like a radio station, wasn't it? So yeah, yeah, super spooky. It's in Discord, I think, though. Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, really spooky. Howard Stern, I don't know much of the guy though, but I have heard he's done some pretty gnarly stuff, hasn't he? Or something of that nature. Shit, I better put this phone on charge. Bugger. Reach up there, do you reckon? Hoi! Hoi, hoi, hoi! Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's a right nice night out there tonight. You can have a look. Look. Hopefully it won't go off. Oh, you can't even see, it's too fucking dark. Don't mind my dirty windowsill. Yeah! I know I felt the need to do that, but here we are. Discord link. Oh, yes indeed. How can I do that? I can do that on old comp. Unless somebody else beats me to it. Nope, that's not the one. Boost this server. Bloody hell, I don't know how to do it now. Invitation. It's got to be on there, hasn't it? Nope. It used to be there. It's changed, hasn't it? It's bloody changed again. Ah, there we might be here. Thank you, Jess. How the hell do you do it? What the fuck? I'm sure. Oh, wow, I didn't see all this. So, template, widget, integration, stickers. Oh my word. Invite people! Yay! Right, okay, now I know how to do it. Very, very late. Jess, you are much quicker than me on that one. Much quicker. Gotta give it to you there. You was quick off the mark. Thank you, Jess, by the way. And welcome, Lissa. and thank you for joining. Honestly, that's probably the best place to be if you do want to keep up to date with anything. I literally don't go on any other social media sites anymore. I rarely log into Reddit. To be honest, I'm not much of a social media sort of orientated person. It's a kind of bizarre that I've even decided to embark on anything social media related. You probably noticed. It is easier on the phone. Good point. Yeah. No, that is a good point. I swear though, Discord has had an update recently. Has it had an update recently? Seems to have changed. Or maybe we're not boosting the server anymore. I was doing that at one point. But I think unless you pay like quite a bit every month, I guess it's designed for like loads of people to be paying it or whatever. More people, the cheaper. But yeah, you don't really get too much for it anyway, so not too much of a problem, I don't think. You can still do more stuff on Discord. Oh, sorry. Mary says he had a radio show ages ago. Sometimes disgusting, sometimes funny, definitely controversial. Right. I've never heard it. Tell me more. Mary says as well, I don't mind going out. I think I'm just more aware of my surroundings these days. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I'm certainly a lot more conscious of my surroundings. I tend to be a lot more cautious, and like I'll plan things super weird these days. Like I'll literally, if I'm in a supermarket for example, like Asda up here, sometimes I'll go and the car park's too full and it's an immediate write-off. Other times the car park's not full, so that's the first green light. We'll go through the door and pick up a basket, but sometimes it might still be too full and then I'll run off and go home. And then even when I do go in, if an aisle's busy, I will just skip the aisle and then just get what I needed to get from there next time. And yeah, that's how I live my life now. It's fucking ridiculous. I swear. Do you know, until the security guards at Asda realised I was just a weirdo, they probably thought I was trying to steal stuff. Like, almost definitely thought I was trying to steal stuff. But yeah, it's much more embarrassing than that. Sadly. Oh dear. We have a lot of fun out here. God damn it. Yeah, I don't like being in the close vicinity of too many unknown people. She's super weird, but yeah, I guess somewhat conditioned over the past couple of years. Like I say, I've been getting poorly like loads. And I don't know, I must just like walk round licking my hands or something, touching stuff and licking my hands. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't bite my nails or all. My nails are always way too long. I don't know what I could be doing. I just be walking into people, coughing in my face all the time, breathing in those sneezes everywhere. Ugh. Yeah. I think what bugs me most about it is it's invisible. I mean, it wouldn't be any better if it were visible. It'd be terrifying. but yeah, I don't think I would go out then. But yeah, it is pretty goddamn lame at the moment. I'm taking you out to walk the dog. Yeah, man. It feels like the temperature, 105 today. Oh my word. I know that's a lot and I know it's over 30, but I'm going to do the math. I'm not going to do the math, Google is, but like we're going to do the math. 40.5! Jesus. Gosh, that's... Don't mean to be blasphemous there. I mean, now they'd tell me off for saying that. I didn't care about Jesus. God damn it. Probably didn't even fucking exist. Really shouldn't say that. You really should never say that. He probably did, actually. That's definitely not true. I am absolutely just taking my anger out on Jesus now. Look at me. What we're going to do then? Oh, yeah. I can actually check the weather in I mean, I guess like Florida's like a big place, but 66% humidity. I mean, I don't know how close that is exactly to you, but like, holy shit, dude, that is a lot, man. Fuck. 40 as well, 40. I mean, it might be a bit less now, but damn, that'll be a short walk. I bet. I know, enjoy your walk, Dexter and Mary. I know, I hope you have a nice walk. Ain't that a nice change? We're going for a walk with you for a change over there, we're having the other way around. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know why I hadn't done this ages ago. Like, this is actually like almost better than streaming at the computer, because when I stream at the computer, I'm kind of limited to what we can do and how far we can actually go. You know, because everything's like connected up to the computer, like wires and shit everywhere. I can't really even touch the camera whilst it's on when we stream off the computer, because at least that phone, when I was using that for a camera, a bit dodgy, the old connector, the old charger thing, and if you touch it, it went off. I think you probably remember. So that sucked. And that used to happen a lot. So yeah, we can actually move about, and you can come chill in the old chilling area. This is the actual chilling area. Over there's the work area, if you can call it that. Yeah, that's the not chilling area over there. Let's call it. Over here is the chilling spot, man. And I don't think we've ever sat over here and streamed before. It's alright, right? It's alright. I'm off. I'll see you later, guys. Take care, Lisa. Boom, boom, boom. Take care of yourself, lovely. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Been lovely to have you. Do hope to see you in the next one. We will be back tomorrow at about 2 or 3 p.m. I've been good to go in at like 3 p.m. because a little later, and it's a little better for everybody. I think a little better for everybody. Most people, I think, other than like literally other than Jess and Ad and obviously Goosey, and I think that's everybody. But I might be wrong. I think everybody else then is like behind. I think it's only us lot that like kind of have a similar time. I know Jess is a couple of hours ahead of us. The time difference between me and Goosey is just too much to even work out. In next town across. No, that's a little further than next town across. But my gosh, I tell you where I would love to move, York. Goosey has got it sorted down in York. I think it is a little more expensive down there though as well. And not much more though. I think York's reasonable too, unless it's gone crazy. And I know there were some parts of York that went crazy, but I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's as bad as Leeds, but it could be. I've not checked. I've never checked. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your walk, and thank you. Big shout out to Lisa for joining us today. How lovely it was to have you with us, sat having a chill with us. Pardon me. Yeah, it's been a while since we've sat and just chilled, ain't it? We need to do this. We need to do this more often, I think. Yeah. I think especially over the next next couple of weeks. Whilst we won't be here for too much longer, so might as well like try and make the most out of it, right? Whilst we are here, let's make the most out of it. Let's have a good laugh. We will do the decorating or the undecorating at some point as well. Like literally, the way I see it is anything that I am doing, whether it's ringing people for a house or packing my stuff here, it's just like infinitely better with you all around. So yeah, when I go on to Turkey, the plan is always going to be to stream like more as well. So we're best off getting started now. Get used to being a bit later on the old streaming there. I do enjoy chilling and just sitting up and having a chin wag though. I'd have been asleep usually for hours by this point, if not. Nice way to spend my afternoon. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that so much. I do. I really do. Because it's honestly the best way to spend my evening. I think, you know, the weird thing about, like... oh, fuck, this is beautiful, this song. What the fuck's this? Oh, I'm so weird. I love shit like this.
Like a life without love. God, that's just insane.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. That better be mixed next time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can have it up a bit more than that, can't we? A beautiful bass line. Holy shit.
And I wish I could change.
Well, honestly, when you're not here, this is literally all I do. Like, at this point, YouTube knows me better than I know myself, man. It throws on some right vibes for me. I've been reading a book that the fabulous Stone Gallows sent me. Alright then, mate, calm down. You know, you're getting a bit loud, don't you know? I mean, honestly, I'm feeling the vibes. Whoa, steady. God, I am not good with my left hand for anything. Not even mouse handling skills. God damn it. Current joy is a different age. That's alright, I'm not fucking about it anymore. Oh, it almost sounds like a name that I cannot pronounce, and I'm not even going to try. Unless you phonetically spell it out for me, then I will give it a go. I'd love to know what that actually says, to be fair, Jess. Seriously, I'd love to learn Norwegian. Truly a beautiful language, man. God damn. I was born in the worst part of the world. I'm only joking. I don't mind it. I don't. But yeah, Current Joys, a different age. I've never even heard of it before. Never heard of them. It's got 37 million views, so they are doing all right though, by the looks of things. Which cool. Good for them. Good for them. It's a good tune. I don't blame them. Should we read top comment? Motherfuckers. That's my comment that I steal. My favourite, yes, my favourite genre of music, depression. It's on literally every single fucking song that's somewhat depression. I don't know, man, I feel good off depression songs, me, which is so fucking weird, isn't it? The amount of time people have said to me, oh, what are you listening to such depressing shit for? I'm like, depressing? Makes me feel fucking awesome. Like, I love this shit. Like, I feel like I'm connecting with someone. Someone out there knows how I feel. Like, that's a really liberating feeling. I know, like, the right-wing conservatives like to, your feelings are valid. And it's like, you know, it's actually a powerful thing to validate somebody's feelings. I fucking hate that they've turned that into this, snowflake. Fuck you. God damn it, no wonder people are going mental. It makes you want to get somebody with a homemade sharp object. But ooh, wow, cool. Trouser. Oh wow. Trouser Stee. Trouser Stee. It's Icelandic. Oh, cool. One of my favourite songs. Shit, I don't know what it's called, but and I don't know how it goes, but I can put it on. It's I think it's called Why Icelandic is the Hardest Karaoke or something like that. It's like some super whimsical dude that's like dancing around Iceland with some guitar, basically like throwing Icelandic words in there with like English verses. It's really fucking cool. Like, really cool. Yeah. I were up high for that one. Love that shit. Icelandic. I went to an art exhibition. Jess says oops, sorry, wait. The museum, Munch Museum, and this black metal band called Satricon made music for it. It was the most incredible piece of music and such a powerful feeling. Oh, nice. The best songs are the ones you connect with. I know. And like I've probably told you all about like my connection, personal journey. It sounds so fucking waxing poetical, but seriously, like it really is like that powerful to me, his music, and I'm sure it is to you all as well, or at least somebody. I know it is powerful to some people, like music, and other people just find movies more powerful, and I personally find movies less compelling than music. Like I don't really cry at like movies and stuff. Nearly, but not quite. But songs, they will just get me fucking gushing, like uncontrollably. Not like, but just like tears streaming because of just the overwhelming feeling, I guess. And it's such a beautiful feeling, and I've learned to just fall into it and let the warmth take me for a bit, because it's kind of like, it's literally like natural heroin, for a lack of a better word, but better way to put it. It's better than heroin. Like, I don't know if anyone's taken that disgusting shit. You never should. It's apparently supposed to be a good feeling, but man, connecting with a good piece of music, a good piece of art in general, is way better than any drug I've ever taken. And I'm taking a few. And I mean, all of them, literally. There's no better, purer feeling than that. God damn it, I fucking love that shit. But yeah, I mean, I remember like at like a young age, man, sort of connecting with like music, and there was one song that kind of really got me, and I was literally about 10. I don't remember exactly, and I kind of just say like around 10, because I know that I was somewhat conscious and I remember it, so I want like 5, but I wasn't like a teenager or whatever, so I was young. We still had cassette players. It was a tape, literally it was a tape of the music, and I've told you this story before, I am sure of it, but it was Thug's Mansion, acoustic version, and that sounds so weird, I'm sure, but it's such a beautiful instrumental. It's like an acoustic, it's the acoustic version, might I stipulate, and acoustics, I mean, come on, who don't like a good acoustic? Beautiful instrumental. Can't remember who plays it now, but it's like a really solid piece of music just on its own, like genuinely. And I mean, fucking Tupac and Nas. And I'm sure a lot of people don't really get the appeal with Tupac, and I've always argued that you probably haven't heard the right songs, which is understandable. I've spent hours looking for Tupac songs, and there's tons that I don't like and that don't do anything for me at all, but tons that do. And wow, the ones that do and the ones that did, that was like when my dad gave me a cassette and said, look, you need to listen to the words of the song, like as well as the beat, you know, sort of thing. I think at this point I was probably already into guitar, so like acoustic probably already did it for me. But yeah, that was one of like the first things, man. Like, I was so young at that point, and I connected with that on such a ridiculously powerful level, and I did not understand any of it at all. I didn't know what the hell was happening to me when I heard that shit. It was just like repeat, and I was lucky enough to be raised in the era of YouTube. Don't know if anybody does that, but you know, you just sit on YouTube and browse that shit for hours and hours and find song after song after song. I used to be like one of my hobbies, basically. I'd literally say that was a hobby of mine, like sitting on YouTube and finding new cool artists. And my little thing was the lower the view count, like the better it'd do it for me. And it like, yes, this guy's like a completely unturned stone, you know, like it might only be me and this person, and you know, like the 200-300 people that have viewed this song, that have heard this, and that's like, ooh. I love it, fucking weirdo. But yeah, the hardest song in the world. Oh, Jess, will you link me it, please, love? I have actually had quite a few. Fucking hell, my arm, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've connected to quite a few of the songs that you've linked in particular. There's been a fair few actually. There's been a couple of little sessions that we've had, and I'd love to have more just straight out jam sessions. I kind of can't help fucking sit here jabbering away, talking all your ears off, but you know, it would also be cool for me to shut up now and again and just vibe out to some tunes. I fucking love vibing out to tunes. It's like one of my hobbies, literally. Something that's very close to my heart too, very close to my heart. Something that's usually been quite a solitary and quite a personal thing for me as well. Like I say, usually the music that I've listened to, kinda not many people have heard of it by virtue of how I've found it and gone about finding it, like literally consciously tried to find something that nobody else has heard, and I just love doing that. And yeah, just, you know, love that. It was a total thing of mine. I terrorised my boyfriend with it. Nice. I start my day with coffee or café is what we say. I pour a little mojilk. Oh fuck! It's definitely not gonna be that, is it? Damn it! I would love to know how to speak another language. Seriously, like, and I think there's only like maybe a few that I really, really want to be able to speak enough to actually learn. And yeah, like, I would love to learn Norwegian, Scandinavian, whichever you think I'd get. Swedish even is very cool as well. And you'll have to forgive me because I really don't know too much about the geography and the dialect of over there. Oh, I'm sorry, I am so bad. I do know, like, if you said this place speaks this place speaks that, it's like, I'm sure it's fairly obvious, but I'm just a little unsure. And I wouldn't like to make too much of a fool out of myself, although that is kind of part of the show. You know, come for the laughs, stay for the foolery, the tomfoolery. Whoa, my god, I thought that were a fucking spider. See how freaked I am about spiders? I can't stay here anymore. It was ash that I ashed on myself. Oh, it's so spooky in here now. God damn it, I used to love this place, man. Now all of a sudden there's spiders everywhere. Literally everywhere. Hi guys, welcome back. I freaked out a little bit then. And feed my horse some hay. Which horse have you got? Which horse? I am coming to live with you. That is it. If you have a horse, I am moving in, and I'm not taking no for an answer. Packs his stuff and just gets on a plane. I would love a horse. I think I should probably just adopt a local horse, honestly. It's what my nan used to do. My nan used to have like 20 different horses, all in tons of different like locations. Never paid a penny for any of them. Pretty sure owners didn't even know we'd gone down to see them. But like, you know, who cares, right? It don't matter. You can go give a carrot to any horse or whatever, an apple, sugar cube possibly. Like a bit of that old sucrose. Oh no, don't tell me it's fucking crashed. Is it playing up? No, it's the Icelandic song. Oh no way, the Icelandic song. That one that I was on about a minute ago. Is that the one we're talking about? Please tell me it is. Please tell me it is. I need to virtually high five somebody over that song. I've like vibed out in comments with it. One of the few songs I go back to check my fucking comments because everybody's super cool over there. You should like genuinely check it out. I was tempted to even drop the Discord link in a couple threads. Like, I swear, really nice people over on that comment section. I don't get out much. My therapist says I need to get out more. I disagree. I think I'm having loads of fun. And honestly, I really do think that you need to get out more, has lost a lot of its power today. Like, no, I don't actually need to go out anywhere. I am quite happy chatting with all my friends in Discord these days, or, you know, streaming's better, but if I couldn't stream, then it'd be just nice enough to hear everybody in Discord and what have you, you know? You know? Which I've noticed and heard that Discord has become a fairly integral part of a lot of people's lives. We are not the only ones that seem to value Discord, which doesn't surprise me. Discord is an incredibly powerful application. Like, wow, the amount of shit that you can do on it. Like, I mean, if you just think about it, it took WhatsApp forever to have competent group chats. I mean, they have been there for a while, but nowhere near the level that Discord managed to take it to. They completely leveled up the whole idea of what a text-based service could be, a texting app. I don't know if 5 years ago I'd have ever thought, like, texting app and chat room almost maybe would merge, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of a cool merge of something, but I'm not really sure what. Cool. I'm scared of horses. Frodo is met, still an arse, but he's had a good few days. Oh, bless. Well, we would love a picture of Frodo instead, if not a horsey then. And we'll go see Nasha and Dennis tomorrow. And we'll get a horse quota in that way. Do you know, I've told everybody tons. I literally just repeat myself at this point. But yeah, I used to go out with a girl who had horses, and it was really cool. I didn't embrace it as much as I wish I did now, which sucks of me. Because, like, the fact of the matter is, it definitely is different when it's, like, a job. But, yeah, I would love to have that privilege now. I mean, it is interesting how you change and grow in life, and how you look back on things, and, you know, you kind of learn your lesson and what have you. And I guess, like, you know, as long as you are sort of learning lessons and somewhat growing, you're not going backwards, I guess, right? I'm not going backwards, am I? I don't think. Am I? I don't think so. I've been doing Welsh on Duolingo. It's very fun. Oh, no way. I quickly scrambled to skip an ad the other day that was Duolingo. Duolingo? And it was a sponsored thing in like a YouTube video. I literally just spend all my time on YouTube, by the way, if you didn't notice. But yeah, it was a sponsored thing. And it looked really good. I think I'd probably learn better from something like interactive like that, as opposed to, I don't know, like maybe like the conventional way. I guess I only really know learning a language from a school, and our language curriculum at the time, at least, was terrible. It was like literally the worst thing to study. The German teacher also taught the French. You know, it was like ragtag band of operations. And yeah, I remember actually doing all right, and we learned a bit of German, and I think we learned a bit of French, but not much. And I don't remember any of it. But I do think I'd be able to learn a language though. That's the important thing. I do think that if I put my mind to it, I understand, I think, enough about like the English language and syntax and pronunciation, phonics. That's a word, isn't it? To be able to understand, and eventually, like, after brushing up on those things and learning what goes into it. And I mean, I'm sure there's like a good way to learn a language and a not good way to learn a language. So yeah, you know, like I would love to try. I really would. I should. It's free. No flipping way. It's free. Oh wow. Damn, that is incredible. Yeah, I need to check that out. Sorry, I was just reading your comment. The hardest karaoke song in the world. That's the one. It's like I hadn't heard it in ages, man. But oh my god, yes. That song is fucking ace. Wow, top 10 favourite songs, and it's definitely the dude. Got to admit, the dude seems fucking awesome. If somebody tells me that he's a creep now, I'm going to be really upset. I would be really upset if he turned out to be mean. He looks so nice. He seems so whimsical. Oh, damn it, yeah, such a great song. Such a great song. I love the message behind it. I just love the fun, you know. It's always nice to hear a fun, also incredibly well done song, might I say. It's like not a you know, it's a crappy song, and it completely gets by because of the novelty and whimsy. It's a really well done song. Like, I've personally wrote songs and music, rap mainly, but it'd be really hard to mix two languages. I would have thought, in with making a song or rap. You know, rappers do it and shit, and never tried it myself, sadly, of all those languages that I know. But it would be definitely hard, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's like. Couple of languages in there. I honestly hadn't heard it for a while. I should probably revisit my comment threads, to be fair. We had some lit conversations going on over there, but I recently just sank into a pit of depression and barely being able to look at my computer screen, so yeah, that's a thing. It has been, but I'm feeling much better now. Yeah. I heard something on some other day, and it was like, I don't even know what the fuck I was watching, but it basically said, you know, like, talking to somebody else in the video, like, of course you're like feeling depressed, your body's depressed, you're like depressing your body, you're not eating right, you're not exercising, you're not fucking, you know, looking after yourself, man. And it's like, I know, but like, shit, it's difficult, so expensive. Oh my gosh, yeah, I need to get a job, man. Fuck's sake. I swear, it's just super typical of me to get a job that could have probably been alright if I just fucking sucked it up. I mean, it was definitely ruthless, but in every job these days, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just pathetic or not these days. Don't know if I should have just stuck it out, because I would have been a lot better off even with the goddamn 200 quid a week. 150 quid a week if I didn't do fucking 14 hours. I was going to get a better wage at some point. Ugh. I'd asked multiple times to sign a contract and still didn't. But yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah. Very cool song. I've never been around horses. I find them beautiful but intimidating. They absolutely are, though. Yeah. Got close to a Clydesdale once. They are huge. That's the thing with horses, I think. And that's the thing that, like, I kind of learned back when I did actually have the opportunity to live around horses. And, like, a lot of the time it was, oh, Kez, come and muck the horses out, you know, like, I was pregnant, so she couldn't do it, so I had to do it. And, you know, it was like, fucking, we can't afford the goddamn horses. Like, we really couldn't afford the horses at that point. I was transitioning careers, and I was in a pretty decent career at one point. It was a terrible career for the future, but it was earning me money at that moment in time. So we was living well, and I did the whole transition. It didn't go well, but yeah. Long story short, I wish I'd have paid more attention to them because they're beautiful. But you do need to get to know them and stuff, and I didn't really know that, and I kind of figured that out towards the end, I guess. And now I know that it's like a dog, I guess. You know what I mean? I personally wouldn't just walk up to some big, massive dog without knowing that the dog was alright. I always ask, is he okay to stroke? You know, like, are they okay to stroke? Is it okay to stroke? Because, yeah, I wouldn't walk up to a dog and just pet it because it might fucking bite your hand off. It's like any animal, I guess. So, yeah, it is a big part of it because they're fucking huge as well. I mean, dogs are terrifying enough if you don't know them or what have you, and it's like at least a scary dog. But bloody hell, all horses, just by definition of being a horse, is terrifying if it gets spooked. I've seen horses get spooked as well. Super scary. Completely terrified me for the duration of my life moving forward. But you should definitely be intimidated to some extent with them, because they're not to be messed with. But they are beautiful. Same Mary, I got bitten by one and kicked by another as a kid, but they're so beautiful. The Icelandic song is quite the banger. And yes, I know, it is a beauty, isn't it? A beauty. I would recommend anyone checking that out, honestly. I don't need those, I want to be looking at my phone. Oh gosh. My face! Why is my face so bare? Oh Jesus, I look tired. I feel tired now, though, to be fair. And high, which is awesome. This is the most high that I ever feel, like all day. It's the most high that I get when I start to feel a little tired. But yeah, we need to go do some horse riding, don't we? I would love to go on a horse ride. My gosh, that'd be so cool. That'd be a really cool thing to stream too, I think. We'd still be having a chin wag, but it'd just be on a horse. But ladies and gentle gems, on that bombshell, how long have we been live for? Oh, wow. See what I mean? Time just flies when we're just chilling at home. I think, yeah, I'm way more conscious of the time when I'm out, because I end up getting super thirsty. Even when I've got a drink, I end up drinking it all and then getting super thirsty. Oh shit, I'm drinking coffee at 10 o'clock. This is a really bad idea. But cheers, happiness and health. Jesus, look at my eyes, seriously. I can barely open them. Okay, I'm back. Can you see me now? Shit, I'm putting it back on. Right. Okay, so yeah, on that bombshell, I am gonna go to bed. It is time for bed, everybody. I believe, for me at least. I've actually got to get up early tomorrow and do shit, which fucking sucks. I'm actually quite excited for tomorrow, believe it or not. Tomorrow marks the day that moving forward after that day, there should be a solid day for at least some of my problems to be sorted. And like, seriously, if tomorrow goes wrong, then the next couple of weeks could be rough. But tomorrow's not going to go wrong. It's going to be fine. It's set in stone. I fucking checked it earlier. Yep, we're all good. So good night, everybody. Good night, God bless. We're not very religious over here, but I still think it's quite a nice thing to say. Good night, God bless. You know, it's kind of like maybe good night, science bless. If you're a little more on that side. I mean, I'm probably more the agnostic. Anyway, God damn it, Jesus, I cannot shut up half the time. Take care, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. What the fuck? It's Sunday. You enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. It is Monday tomorrow. That's true. Yeah, I knew that. Good night. God bless. Mary, thank you for joining us, Mary. Take care. California Dreaming. Good night. God bless. Thank you for joining us. Jess, thank you so very kindly for joining us. Who else have we got with us? It does say that we've got 9 people with us now. I'm not sure if now Twitch is telling fibs and trying to boost my ego, like my head needs to be any bigger. I won't better drag it round if it gets any bigger. But it says we've got 9 people, and I just want to shout out to everybody. Like, I don't always name everyone. Not everybody even talks in the chat. And I appreciate it, man. I just appreciate you throwing us on in the corner there. Whatever the case may be. But we will be back tomorrow. Shout out to all of you fantastic individuals. And if y'all want to, we'll definitely do more home time streams in the future. Tomorrow even, we'll do another home time stream tomorrow, I tell you. And we'll figure something out to do. I might even pull out some paper or something. We'll do some drawing. I don't know. Paint my nails or some shit. I don't know. Do we like doing that? I like doing that. Gives me an excuse to paint my nails. other than that, y'all, yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I do really appreciate it. It's been a long time here tonight, and I've really enjoyed myself, as always. So take care. That will be the final word. Finally, the final word. I never get to the final word. It's a tough part to get to for me. I'm gonna struggle to show up even when you're gone. But yeah, take care, everybody. Good night, God bless. See you all tomorrow, 3 p.m. GMT. Bye for now. Peace.